Right? So when you flip it upside down, notice that the dura is naturally open. This is the olfactory bulb. That's for smell. And then we have the olfactory tract, which goes back into the brain. We can see this, and this is the optic nerve. And the optic nerve, you can see it comes together. This is your optic chiasm. Now, when you're took the dura off, oh yeah, so this is why.
We don't have a dura.
No, you did not start off with a dura. And your optic chiasm should be right here, but it was destroyed. And so what you can see that's left of it is the optic tract that goes off to the brain. So on this picture, sorry, this brain, this is the large pituitary gland that should be connected right here, right? When you took the dura off, it comes off.
Oh, okay.
Also, there's this little round guy, those are the mammillary bodies, okay? And then in this area, this is your midbrain. So the anterior ventral part, this is your cerebral peduncles of the midbrain, okay? And then after midbrain, you have your pons. And then after pons, we have your medulla oblongata, which is basically just like anything under the pons. When it gets really skinny, that's your spinal cord, yeah. So this one still has a dura on it, so there's not much you can see, not much else. But when you, what we can do is, this is your cerebellum, obviously, right? So the folia on the surface. If you pull your cerebellum back, like this, sorry, I'm not showing you. Pull your cerebellum back, can't keep it together. You can see those 4 bumps, right? The 2 big ones and then 2 smaller ones. 1, 2, this is your superior colliculi, and then 1, 2, your inferior colliculi. So when we open it up, that's not too bad actually, but I like this one better. So the corpus callosum is this nice upper band right here that's above the lateral ventricle. So you can see the lateral ventricles here. Then this bottom is the fornix. And if you go under the fornix, there's another space. This is the third ventricle, right? So the third ventricle is right around this round thalamus, yeah. And then hypothalamus, you just move straight down. So this area is hypothalamus. In the human brain and also a sheep brain, you usually see 2 little structures, the optic chiasm and then the mammillary body on either side of the thalamus. It's not super clear here. Let me see how you're... I mean...
No, not really. Oh, that one maybe, but...
No.
Not really.
So here's your thalamus, right? If I'm gonna go here, this is your hypothalamus.
Oh, okay.
This back one, you can kind of see the mammillary body. Yeah. Okay, so what's missing is my pineal gland. Yeah, this little guy that's hanging on. So that's the little pineal gland. This one, it didn't make it.
Oh.
Yeah. Then after this whole area, which is called the diencephalon, if we go down, right, this is midbrain. So midbrain has the 2 superior colliculus, inferior colliculus. It has a groove. This is a cerebral aqueduct. And then in front, this is the cerebral peduncles. Okay?
Oh,
Yeah, peduncles.
Okay.
That's the thing I was talking about, like here, right there. Yeah, that's the front of your midbrain. So if you were to keep your finger on it, right, and just do that, that's the area.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
And this little tiny bump is your pons, and then everything here is medulla oblongata. You can obviously see the nice arbor vitae, tree of life. And then you want to, just this little groove in here, this is your 4th ventricle. And actually, I think this is the choroid plexus. This is that little guy that makes the cerebrospinal fluid inside the 4th ventricle. That's the first time I've ever seen that.
Wow.
I mean, in the 4th ventricle. I usually see it in the 3rd.